that it was a bit of a fluffy topic, and and whether there was actually any grounded science behind the whole kindness phenomenon, and to hear
definitely.
that, it's that's brilliant, because I mean, I think that sometimes people hear things like, just be kind, just do a small act of kindness, and they go, yeah, whatever.
What will
that do?
Yes.
And they see it as sort of this bit of a fluffy topic, but to actually hear that there's science
behind it. So they've done a psychology experiment that was published fairly recently out of Israel, and they had 2 teams going in to do a simulation in a neonatal situation. And as one team goes in, somebody says something kind and encouraging like, "Oh, we're so lucky to have a great team like you looking after this child." The other team, somebody makes a disparaging comment about, "Well, I'd prefer to be at a different hospital." Then they watch the 2 teams function, and the team that had the disparaging comment made to them falls to bits, and they start to argue amongst themselves, and their functioning on doing this performance task was way lower.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I think we all sort of intrinsically realise that, but I think now we need to step up to the mark and actually own it and say, I can have some influence in this situation, regardless of whether people around me are being kind or not. We have to bring out the kindness.
Yeah, and I saw on one of your sites with Elizabeth Broderick, the past Human Rights Commissioner, and she was talking about this and about bringing out kindness, and she termed it by saying something she said which highlighted for me was handing dignity back.
Yes.
To individuals through kind moments and conversations.
Yes, it's beautiful. I implore people to look at it on the Gathering of Kindness website, but she's meaning that we can lose our dignity both as the workers and the patients in healthcare. And it can be small acts of kindness that just bring that dignity back to you, and it's so important.
And it really is, when someone's in such a vulnerable position, to just feel like they've got some dignity back.
That's right.
Can just shift their whole well-being or their state.
Exactly.
Amazing.
And the other thing Elizabeth talks about on a different clip is, are we too busy to be kind?
Yeah, I was actually...
So, yes, it's quite an easy throwaway comment to say, look, we haven't got time for that. She's saying, when you're busy, when you're under pressure, when you're stressed, that's actually when you need to pull the kindness out more than ever. To be able to work together to the best of your ability. Yeah. And we find that in our team when we are really busy. It sometimes just takes a moment to sort of settle and say, okay, you've got a lot on your plate right at the moment. Let me help you with some of that, and we'll get all of this done safely.
Yeah, and that's just
beautiful.
Yeah, it's working in a team, and it's, doing it in a kind way that's making everybody feel worthy and understood. And as soon as you feel, even though, ideally, you want to feel those things from within, I think everybody wants to be kind of acknowledged and valued and validated from someone else and feel like they've got other people in the team have got their back.
Exactly. That's a really good comment, because in one of the discussions out of one of the plays, a surgeon stood up and said, look, I've just recognised some of that bad behaviour in myself.
Yeah.
The bullying of that consultant, I've recognised it in myself. But I spoke to my team about it once, and they said, we have got your back. We are a team. We know you're under stress, but let's share it. Don't carry that stress by yourself and then act it out and behave badly. Let us help and support you, and if we've all got each other's backs, this will be fine.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it really does make a difference. The Gathering of Kindness movement that you've started is something that's a continuing thing. It's not, you started it in the, for the healthcare system, but it's something that you're bringing about more and getting more people involved and want it to be transferred to all areas of life.
Absolutely.
Can you just tell the listeners how they might be able to get involved with that, or where they might be able to find more information about that they could put into their communities?
Look, we would just love it. We're hoping that this just spreads in an organic way. We don't have the capacity as a small charity with volunteers to do this all ourselves, so people can take it and run with it. We've got a lot of little video clips and tips and toolkits on the gatheringofkindness.org website. And we're starting now to hear some amazing stories of people who've done things. So in Sale, they had a community walk for kindness.
Amazing.
They had some issues in their community and they thought, okay, we're going to walk around the lake and we're all going to have a talk.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful one.
Amazing.
I've just had a lovely email from a lady in Ireland, in Cork, and she's just run what she called her Gathering of Kindness, and she tagged it Kindness Works Here, because she liked the idea that that has a couple of different meanings. And they did a 7-day kindness challenge with their staff in their organisation. So people can get involved. They can certainly join our mailing list and hear what we're doing. And we're going to be having lots of events just pop up all around the country. And even in the US, I'm going to run a Gathering of Kindness in the US in July.
Amazing.
But get involved, use our video clips, send us blogs. We've got a lovely, blog page, etc. And we've got references on there if you want to get some references on some of the science.
Yeah. Amazing.
And I have an incredible volunteer who puts all of that together for us. Gordon is just amazing. And we rely on him a lot. So if people send him more content, it will go up there.
Oh, it's brilliant. I mean, you're just doing so many amazing things and your story's phenomenal and you really are a change maker. There's just no doubt about it. And it's an inspiration, for anyone who's listening today. It's certainly inspirational for me just to see how you've, had an idea and then an idea has become actioned all through small steps, being realistic that it's going to be a long process, it's small steps, but celebrating the wins along the way, bringing in the arts for both healing purposes and for awareness, to help transform the culture in healthcare, then developing so that's all done through your foundation called Hush Foundation. That's right. So people can read more about Hush Foundation at hushfoundation.com?
Hush.org.au.
Oh, hush.org.au. I'll put all of these on the show notes. And then you've gone on to develop even further to develop this movement called Gathering of Kindness. And it's just phenomenal how many things one person can actually do. But in saying that, and not taking away from how amazing you are and everything that you do, simultaneously being a mother to 5 and a wife and running a household of your own, you've been able to do it because of the collecting wisdom and the team of lots of people. And I think that that's a really good takeaway for the listeners to really understand. And if you feel everyone needs support, and if you don't know how to get support, or if you don't, even taking it back a step further, if you don't even know what support you might need, reach out to me, and I will talk to you about that. I'm happy to do a brainstorming session with you to work out what sort of need, what are your needs in support, and then you can take it from there. But I think sometimes we're just stuck at that level of going, I know I can't do it all on my own, but I just don't know what support I need. So we definitely all need support. We all need the collective wisdom. We all need a team to make change happen. But maybe it's about working out what support you do need. So it's been such a pleasure to have you, Catherine, and hear all your stories and hear your journey. To end off, I want you to just tell me what I have a mantra that I've had for the last sort of couple of years in my business, that is connection is medicine.
I
like it. Strongly believe it. I think it applies a lot to the things that we've talked about today. I want to hear your take on that mantra and how you think it applies to what you're doing.
I think it's absolutely critical. We all want to communicate and connect with other people, and the way that we're going to be able to build our own well-being and help other people is by that connection.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, as healthcare's developed and become more busier and busier and more technology, etc., it's been pushing those connections apart somewhat.
Yep.
But what I'm hearing from patients and families and from my colleagues is we want to bring that all back together again. We need to do more of that connecting.
Yeah. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Oh, you're such a wealth of knowledge and wisdom, and it's such a pleasure to have you here today. So thank you everybody for tuning in. And I'm Lisa, your host and founder of Wealthy Living. I'm an integrated life, clarity and wellbeing coach. I work in workplace wellness as a consultant. I'm an event facilitator and a host. So if you want to find out more about my services, you can connect with me online or visit my website at www.wealthyliving.com.au, and that's wealthy, WELLTHY, living.com.au. So I hope that you have a fabulous afternoon, and I will be back in a couple of weeks.